Okay, let's understand this one. Match the correct amounts from the options below to correctly identify the inheritance tax payable by Petra at the time of the gift in June 2021 and on the death of Roman in November 2025. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Here we have the situation that what is going to be the inheritance tax on the lifetime transfers and what is the inheritance tax at the date of death. So let's understand. Roman died on 1st of November 2024. During June 2021, Roman gave an antique vase to his daughter Petra. The transfer value for the inheritance tax purposes at the date of the gift was 400,000 before any available exemption. So no exemptions are available here or deducted here. This is before the exemption. So we're going to deduct the annual exemption here. And Roman had made no other transfers during his lifetime. Okay. So one thing, this is a pet. This is not a gift to a trust. If it was a gift to a trust, then it would have become a chargeable lifetime transfer. But since Roman gave this antique vase to her daughter, to his daughter, so that's why there's going to be no tax, okay, during the lifetime. So we can simply select this here, that this value for June 2021 is going to be 0. Okay. However, uh, Roman has now died in November 2024, and this value, this amount will be taxable. So we're going to take this 400,000, the value of the pet. We're going to deduct the annual exemption of 6,000, 3,000 for the current year and 3,000 for the previous year. Then we're going to deduct the nil rate band of 3,25,000, and whatever value is left, we're going to charge the 40% inheritance tax on that. And after that, we're going to see whether this qualifies for a further relief. So let's first of all do this part of the working and then we move on. Okay. So it's best if we take this question to the Excel so that we could understand it properly. Okay. So here we look at this question and okay, so that we can easily understand this part. So here we go. This is the no IST during the lifetime, as it was not a chargeable lifetime transfer because it was not gifted to a trust. Okay, so it was a gift to his daughter. Okay, it was a pet, but on the death of Roman on 1st of November 2024, it becomes taxable. Okay, so the value of the gift or the value of the pet would be 400,000. We deduct the less the annual exemption, which is 3,000 plus 3,000. So it's going to be, we're going to deduct the 6,000 here. The value is going to be 394,000. And then we're going to deduct the nil rate band. And the nil rate band is 3,25,000. We deduct that value and we will arrive at this, okay. So I think this is not a proper calculation here. We simply take this value. So the value that is taxable for inheritance tax is 69%. So chargeable or the taxable value, and then we're going to have the IHT at 40% since it's at death. Okay. So we're going to take this value multiply by 40%. So that is going to be 27,600. Okay. However, there is going to be a further relief here. So you see, since we have this is within the 7 years. If you look at the dates here, you will understand because this pet was made in June 2021 and Roman died in November 2024. So this is well within the 7 years. So 7 years, Roman dies in November 2024. And if we go 7 years back, this date comes in the 7-year rule. Okay. So that's why this is taxable. Death rate would be applied here as we have calculated. But there is the thing here that there is going to be a further relief here because this is not, like it is after 3 years, but less than 4 years. If you look at the date here, this is June 2021. So 2022, 2023, and 2024. So this is more than 3 years and less than 4 years. So whenever you're dealing with such a situation, so there is a further relief which is available here in that case. So that relief will be calculated, that relief will be available, and that is going to be the 20%. Okay. So let's calculate that value and then sum up this question. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Let's do this 20%. We come to this calculation. Yes, the taper relief 20%. Since sold, since Roman died, 3 years after giving the gift, but less than 4 years. Okay. So that's going to be a 20% thing. So we're going to just take away the 20% into 0.2. Okay. So there's a table which will be available in the exam. So 55520. So we're going to deduct this value. So that is going to be 22,080. So this is the value which is rechargeable after the taper relief. Okay. So this is a good question in a way that it has helped you understand all the elements. Okay. This taper relief is only available since it's a lifetime transfer. Okay. The taper relief is not available on a death estate. So don't try to calculate that. So first of all, we deducted the annual exemption. Then we took away the nil rate band. The chargeable value was this. Then we applied the tax 40%. After that, we deducted the taper relief. And now this is the tax which will be payable. Okay. So if we just go back here, so there's going to be 22,080. So this is going to be, let's bring that value. Okay, so we have this. Yeah. Yes, you see that the taper relief will be available in the exam. Yes, when it is between 3 to 4 years, it is 20%. You do not have to learn it. You can use this table in the exam, okay? Let me show you the table so that it becomes understandable for you, okay? Let me just share the table for you so that it becomes clear and you do not get confused. You do not have to worry. There is a lot of rates, a lot of rules are available in the exam since it's a tax exam and there are many rates which you have to use. So those rates will be available in the exam. I'm just opening the document so that you people could see. You see, these are the rates available in the exam. So the rate which is related to the inheritance tax will be available here, okay? So here we go. This is this might not be available in this document. Let me just share. However, when you look at your study text, let me just open that for you. It's good that you have raised this question. I will explain the whole thing so that it becomes easier for you to understand. So let's see. That will you can understand it properly and apply in the exam. So here we go. This is another document which I've just yeah, this is the inheritance tax related details. So let me just show the table. This is the taper relief table, years before death. So when it comes to this, the person has died and the times that has been gone after giving the gift is more than 3 years, but less than 4 years is 20%, which we have used. If it is more than 4 years, but less than 5 years, it would be 40%. Five, more than 5, but less than 6, 60%. And then more than 6, but less than 7 would be 80%. So this is the relief which is available. So it means that if the person has died, basically the gift was given and then he lived for more than 6 years, but less than 7 years, the maximum relief would be 80% and you would end up paying 20%. In the question that we were doing, it was 3 years, more than 3 years, but less than 4. Okay. So I hope this is clear how to use the taper relief table for inheritance tax. Okay. So going back to the question, this is not a difficult thing. It is easy to learn. 3 to 4, 20, 4 to 5, the relief is 40 and so on. And the maximum relief is 80%. So let's move back to the question so that we could do the rest of them.